Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for mid-April 2024. We're going to jump right in here. You have this slow card. It says making slow progress, but you're getting there. You have this networker card. It says networking can help your money grow. So it could be a really good time for networking. It is. I mean, like I always say, I think with Pluto going into Aquarius, anything we can do to work with the collective energy is going to lead to more success. So, even though Pluto is going to retrograde back into Capricorn, it's only going to 29 degrees. And in November, it will be there to stay for 20-something years. So, again, as far as I'm concerned, we are already in the energy of Pluto in Aquarius. So I would do whatever you can. I have no clue why I just drew two cards here, but we'll take it. Why not? But anyway, I would be doing anything you can to get the benefits of, working with the collective, right? So that could be like networking, teaming up with people, meeting new people, and you literally have the star in the area of your closest relationships, and the star is Aquarius. So that's pretty crazy, but let's see here. You start off with the Six of Swords. There has been a lot of this like Six of Swords type energy going around, so you could be moving on from things that no longer serve you. You could be also moving on from choppy waters and getting to the calmer shores. So definitely could be improvements in your life. And it does seem to me like it is a time of improvements, or it does seem to me like it is a time where people could be experiencing better improvements in their life. So, that's really nice. Things could just be getting better, plain and simple. But the Six of Swords is all about like moving on to calmer shores. You have the Eight of Wands here, and Eight of Wands is a card of like quick success or a quick conclusion. This is coming up in the area of the crossing energy, and the crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you. But I kind of feel for you that like something has taken a long time is basically what it's saying. So again, maybe you thought that moving on from something with the Six of Swords was going to be like a short process, and it ended up being a much longer process than you were hoping. But at the same time, I kind of feel that you're reaching a finish line here, or you are getting closer to the finish line. I personally do consider Eight of Wands to be a finish line card. It is a card of a quick conclusion. So whatever you've been dealing with could be concluding quickly. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. This is coming up in the area of your thoughts or what's on your mind. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence. So I feel for a lot of you, you've experienced a lot of independence, or you've been very independent. It's, again, it's also a card of being able to celebrate or being able to support yourself. And it's a card of gratitude and luxuries. So I think your mind is on the prize, but I think it's on multiple prizes is what I feel like saying. There are probably many things that you're hoping to accomplish, and that of course is a good thing. I like the Nine of Pentacles showing up. Number one, it's a card of gratitude and luxuries, but number two, it's a card of focus. She has this falcon right here on her hand, and it kind of represents the fact that she's training her focus. And it just tells me that you are very focused on what you're trying to accomplish. Also tells me you have like the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities necessary to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. So just a good card all in all. You have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is showing up in your foundation. The Knight of Cups, of course, could be a knight in shining armor, and we go like this up to the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, to the Hierophant. So if you are attracting a person, or if you have a person coming towards you, it definitely could be a person that you will marry in the future if you're looking for love. This could also be you, though, grounding a dream in reality. The Hierophant, well, let's start here. The Knight of Cups is a card of a dream. He is very dreamy, but he's dreaming of something. The Hierophant is about he is the bridge between the heavens and the earth. So if he has a dream, he can bring it down to earth, or he knows how to communicate to bring it down to earth. So, kind of putting it all together, I feel some of you could be manifesting a dream. In the past position, this is the energy of what you're moving past. You have the Chariot. The Chariot, of course, can be a victory, but it could also just say that you have moved or you have moved on from something and you're just getting to the other side. So we see that with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands as well. Pretty much, it basically says exactly the same thing. So I kind of feel that you're just getting to the other side. I feel like you're finding a victory, or, kind of like setting yourself apart here with the Chariot. I do feel like there are big victories coming in for you still. And you end with the Wheel of Fortune, which really says your fortunes are turning in your favor. You do have this Despair card in this Half Truths card. It says partial truth, getting more information, white lies, missing part of the story. You have this Despair card that says adversity, excess stress, and sadness. So you could be moving away from a person who did these things, who like lied, and also who kind of just kept you stuck in a lot of ways. And I feel that you could be moving on from that. For others, I feel like you're just moving on from something in general that maybe kept you stuck or, maybe wasn't your truth. It doesn't have to say that you're a liar. It could just say sometimes I think we do things or we stay stuck in things that are not our truth, and that can hurt just as much, right? You have the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles coming up in the area of your very near future. So the Two of Pentacles, like work hard, play hard. I would make sure you're balancing your energy. I do think we are also in a time where we really need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, that, if we're working hard, that's fine. That's great. We'll probably get great results from that. But we also need to make sure that we're, kind of having fun and enjoying ourselves and all that other stuff. You have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles can represent a big opportunity coming in for you. This is an opportunity that you're going to want to nurture into existence. And what do you know? I'll show you in a second. One of the two cards says nurture on it. So the Ace of Pentacles, this right here is a garden, and the Ace of Pentacles kind of represents something that we have to raise into existence. We have to put the work in to make something work, right? Or to create something or to get something growing in our lives. And so I feel like you have to put in the work to get something to grow. But if you do that, you are going to be much more successful, or you're going to see success. Again, you have the Series card. It says nurture. You also have the Sun card. It says source on it. So when we are taking care of a garden, we need to make sure that it gets water, sunlight, fertilizer. We need to make sure that we take care of it and, all that other good stuff, right? So I feel for a lot of you, this is kind of about you needing to kind of like take care of something or nurture something into existence and needing to give it more attention. So we have the Sun. You also have the Star. The Sun and the Star together can represent like fame and fortune, but it can also just represent attention. So whatever you are trying to grow, I literally just feel it needs your attention. That's it. And if you do that, that is going to be how you nurture it, right? And that is going to be the thing that causes it to grow. You have the Seven of Pentacles. This is coming up in the area of the next few months. And the Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? I always say, he's looking at those Seven Pentacles and he's saying, is it worth it for me to keep growing what I've been growing, or is there something better? And I do feel that some of you could be growing something right now that changes in the future. I mean, this is how life works, right? Sometimes we work on something and decide that we want to do something else, so we change it, or we make a change, or we do something differently. And that's kind of like what I see for you here is that, maybe you have been trying to grow something that you've been working on, like a business. It could be your health. It could be any other type of improvement that you're trying to make. And I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is just saying that slowly over time, you are kind of like evolving, right? We see that with the Six of Swords as well. The Six of Swords, sometimes it is a card of almost like evolution, where you start your journey one way and you end it completely different, right? And I feel that could be happening for some of you, and, just like how things work in life, right? Sometimes we start a business as one thing and it ends as something else. Sometimes we, start our health journey on one diet and we end up on something totally different. So, I feel that this is just kind of like you, rolling with the changes. You notice that some things are worth it and some things aren't. And this is how we should live life, right? We should be looking at things and saying, is this working or not? And if it is, keep going. If it's not, then stop, right? And do something else. And that's what I feel there. You have the Star. The Star is, of course, a very good card of hope, faith, renewal. We have a Mercury retrograde right now. It's an amazing time to nurture yourself. I think it's an amazing time for hope, faith, and renewal, like to embrace those energies. But this is coming up in the area of your closest relationships. I feel that you could be being seen as a star by your closest relationships, right? Your friends, your family, people in your life. If you want love, for example, as well, this could represent you needing to get out there and get a lot of attention. And if you get the attention, that could be what brings love into your life, but whatever the case may be, I think that this is a good thing. I think you're glowing at this time. And, people could be really looking up to you. We are, what I will say is a lot of people that I read for do get these cards of kind of like glowing up. And I think that it's because Pluto is going into Aquarius. Like, I think the most spiritual thing that all of us can do over the next 20-something years with Pluto and Aquarius is do something to be an inspiration to other people. That will make you glow, right? So we all have the opportunity to have a glow up, but we have to make sure that we're doing something like hard. Like, you could be the first person in your family to go to college. You're the first millionaire. You could be, maybe no one in your family has ever had a positive relationship and you're like the first person to do it. Again, there's like a billion ways that we can be an inspiration. And it doesn't matter how big or how small it is. It just matters that you do it, right? And that's what I would do here with the star. But I do feel like you are getting attention. You are glowing. In the area of your future feelings, you have the Hierophant. I kind of feel weird about this in a good way. It's almost like you feel that you have all the answers, and I think you do. So like whatever you're working on or creating in your life, I do feel you have a lot of the answers. I do feel like you know exactly what to do to kind of manifest a dream here on earth, or to, manifest something in reality. I do also feel that some of you could be feeling like you want to marry a person. You have that Knight of Cups there. Could be any sign. I'm not actually picking up on any sign other than Aquarius right now. It could be a fixed sign. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo. You end with the Wheel of Fortune. I'll show you in a minute. But, that the Wheel of Fortune is your card as well, Sagittarius. So, part of me feels that Wheel of Fortune is just you, but you could be attracting a fixed sign in your life. This would be Taurus as well. But I do feel that you could be meeting a person that you're like, oh, I'm going to marry this person, right? And you have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is your fortunes turning in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is a lot of luck coming into your life as well. So I really feel that there could be a lot of luck coming in for you here. I also feel that a lot of you could be experiencing some sort of turnaround in your life. So if you have been trying to have a breakthrough, really is what I feel, that this could be a breakthrough. Let's say that you are having a hard time growing past a certain point. I feel like that's what's changing here, especially if you feel like your growth has been halted or stopped, and you feel like you're not growing. Then I kind of feel that's where this like turnaround could be coming from. You have this new moon in Aquarius. It says bring love into the situation. You also have this waxing moon. It says what do you need to release? So the whole entire reading kind of says that you're releasing something. Six of Swords, you have that Seven of Pentacles, change in direction. So, I think that a lot of you are accepting new opportunities into your life. We see that right here with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles would be just a new opportunity, something that has a lot of potential. And I feel that you're releasing things from the past, which of course is a good thing. I think you're, moving on to bigger and better things here, Sagittarius. But let's clarify and see. With the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands, you have the Page of Wands. Yep, going on a new adventure. Page of Wands just goes on an adventure because he feels enthusiastic about it. That's like literally the only thing that he needs is excitement. He just feels excited to do something new, and because he feels excited, he does it, right? And I feel like that's what's going on here with the Page of Wands, is that you need to move towards excitement. He's also like fearless, and I've been seeing this a lot where, I think that we really do need to be fearless and kind of just move forward without fear towards, things that we're trying to accomplish. And if we do that, we will, that will increase our success more, I believe. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Hermit. The Hermit says that maybe you've been in hermit mode, you've been focusing on work, which I do kind of feel that with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles kind of represents mastering a craft, and I'll tell you why. It's not like, the Eight of Pentacles is really the card of mastering a craft. She has kind of mastered her craft. She has these grapes behind her. Grapes in the tarot represent something that requires a lot of skill to grow, but she can grow grapes very well. So that's what provides her with abundance, but she has kind of like mastered that craft. And I do feel like some of you have been spending time like mastering a craft, or even though that's not like 100% accurate tarot, I read intuitively, right? So that's what I'm picking up on here. I think you've been learning something. The Hermit, he has this star in his lantern right here. So the star. I think it's time for you to like show off, or it's time for you to display your skill to the world. And that's what I would do with the Hermit. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. I do think you could be either you, or you are attracting a person who has been wounded, and I would be careful of that. I would make sure that that the person is fully healed and that they're not still holding on to things. Although what I will say is, this guy is holding on to this front wand here, so he is ready to go. He's ready for something new, and he's not giving up. Right? He's willing to give something another shot. And so I do feel either you or a person is willing to give something a shot here and willing to see how things go. I do get a weird feeling here. Like, I would make sure that you don't, definitely don't play games with this person. If you're meeting a new person that you do like, right, then I would say definitely don't play games. Like I know, like I don't have any good examples. I don't play games, number one. But it's like sometimes people are like, oh, you have to, wait 2 hours to text this person, or you can only see this person on Monday and Wednesdays, and if you see him on Fridays after 7, you're a simp, right, or something like that. So it's like if you have these stupid rules, I would avoid the rules at all cost. Because I think that will just ruin things with this person. I think that maybe this person, I think, will pick up on it very quickly, and vice versa. This could be true for them, true for you as well. So, I would just, like, no games, just, like, let it happen, right? With the Chariot, you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment or fulfillment. I feel like some of you have made sacrifices and changes so that you can have more fulfillment. I almost feel this is like confirmation if you did move away from something. Maybe you're wondering if you made the right decision, or if you did the right thing by cutting something out of your life with the Chariot. It's not really what the Chariot represents, but he is setting himself apart. He is leaving that city behind, so that he can, go find a place, so he can set himself apart, so he can be his own person. And, I kind of do get that feeling here, especially with the Nine of Cups, that some of you, I have like the question popping into my head, like, did I make the right decision? I feel like this is what you're saying. And I feel like the answer is yes. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, you have the Three of Pentacles. All, Ace, 2, 3 is how it works. So definitely pretty interesting. Three of Pentacles is a card that says teamwork makes the dream work. And like I said at the beginning of the reading, anything you can do to work together with other people will just lead to a lot more success in your life. Also, another card of showing off. This is a card of quality work. Like, he has done a good job growing these pentacles, and he needs to show his work here. So I feel it's definitely time for you to, like, show your work, or to, kind of like show what you're made of, or show what you're capable of accomplishing in life. That's what I would do. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, major improvements. And I do feel that there could be major improvements coming in for you here with the Ten of Cups, but it's like you're not going to figure it out unless you do this. And so what the hell am I talking about? It's like, sometimes I think we have to start something that isn't right. It's like so many people I know have started businesses where it's like it wasn't right, but they started it anyway. And then it turns into something else later. And that is the thing that causes the breakthrough, right? And I feel like that's what's happening here with the Ten of Cups. Is it's almost like you could be starting something right now, like right here, and it could be a new opportunity. And maybe you're not sure. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that maybe it isn't right. Maybe it's just not exactly how you want it to be. This could even be a relationship. Like maybe you're just not sure how you feel about it, but then kind of like over time it develops into the Ten of Cups. So it's almost like this reading, this part of it, is saying that you are allowing something to develop. Allowing something to develop is going to lead to the Ten of Cups. With the Star, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick success and quick conclusion. Again, you have the Eight of Wands twice here. Definitely would be an amazing time for socializing as well. The Eight of Wands to me is the card of socializing, and is the card of being social. So, and communicating. Anything you could do to like socialize with people in your life, I think would be a good idea here with the Star and with the Eight of Wands. It could be good news coming in for you with the Eight of Wands as well. And that Star, it could be from, you could be receiving news from your closest relationships. With the Hierophant, you have the Two of Cups. You also have the Sun wanting to pop out there. So definitely could be a perfect match coming in for you. And it could be another fire sign as well, or an Aquarius. I think I said Aquarius earlier. But with the Hierophant, definitely could be a person that you're going to marry. I think this is someone who makes you very happy with the Sun. I think this is a person that you're going to want to pay attention to. The Two of Cups specifically represents a person who is different than your usual type. So this person could be very different in some way. The Two of Cups also represents something that starts as communication. So you could start by communicating with this person, and then it kind of like develops from communication to something else. And, again, that could be how it goes, but definitely could be a perfect match. It looks really good if you want love. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Ace of Wands. Love it. Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning. Ace of Wands is also out with the old, in with the new. The whole entire reading literally says that you are leaving something behind and you're going to something else. But I wonder if this is like a process of evolution, or a process of like iteration, where you're starting something one way and then you're working it into something over time. You have this defense card. This defense card, I feel definitely would be a good time to put up boundaries. Where did I see it? I thought oh yeah. You have the 9 of Wands here in the area of your foundation. So don't be afraid to like put up boundaries or to have healthy boundaries, anything like that. You have this impulsiveness card. I actually like this card. This card could say that, yes, maybe you are making an impulsive decision, but sometimes it works, right? There's this horseshoe right here, and that horseshoe is like a lucky horseshoe. So I feel for a lot of you that you could maybe feel like you're making an impulsive decision, but it actually could lead to, it could be very lucky. You have this resistance card. I think we need to push through resistance. We are in a time of resistance. Like anything you want to do, there's going to be something that like gets in your way and stops you. I've been working on a startup for like 2 years, and I can't tell you like how many things have popped up since we started working on it. Even just last week, something popped up. So, it's like, it's never ending right now as far as the energy is concerned. But what I will say is eventually you will find success, and, resistance is just resistance. And once you push through it, that's where you will find success. Next, you have this generosity card. I feel like you feel that you are being blessed. Sun, star. You basically have the sun twice. You have that wheel of fortune as well. So it's like luck is turning in your favor, or you're just feeling like you are receiving blessings. And finally, you have this achievement card. Could be a Capricorn that you're attracting as well. But I also feel that you could finally be achieving something. It's like you're finally having a breakthrough. A breakthrough in whatever it is that you work on, which I think you've been needing, because it seems to me like I just like the feeling I get for you, Sag, is that maybe you've been working on a project, a business, whatever, and it's like the progress is slow or no progress at all. And I feel like you're finally making progress. So that's like the type of breakthrough that I feel here, is that you're finally seeing a result. This looks really, really good though here, Sag. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.